Good afternoon, all. Before we start our lesson, the first we must pray. Pray begins and pray ends. Okay, first, before we go into our teaching and learning process, I will check your presence one by one. The first, Natasha, Ruth, Gusniar, Taba, and the last, Perdika. Okay, all of your presence is very good. Give applause for this class. Well, my dear students, because your presence is certainly very necessary, because if you just attend and follow the teaching and learning process, you will not necessarily go home with knowledge, especially you are not present at all, then of your course you miss one knowledge, right? So make sure you are present each very lesson because it's really affect you personally. Okay, in here I want to write the topic, so you must pay attention and note in each your book. Yeah, this is, you can see, yeah, this is the topic material, and we will discuss this topic. Who knows what the procedure takes? Yeah, who knows? Nothing? Okay, no problem. So I want to explain what the procedure takes. Procedure text is a piece of text that gives us instruction for doing something, and the other meaning, procedure text is a text that is designed to describe something, or how to make something is a shift through a sequence of action or steps. So the keyword of the procedure text are yeah. This is the keyword of procedure text. The first, instruction. The second, step. And the last, action. Yes, this is the keyword of the meaning procedure text. And usually start from the text, how to. Yes, the procedure text usually start from how to, like for example, how to make a cup of a coffee, or how to make a cup of tea, or how to use the computer. And the procedure text have the form of text are imperative text. Why? Because the form of the procedure text identical to instruction. So why we make the imperative text? Because imperative text uh, identical to show the instruction, and the procedure text also use the temporal conjunction. Yeah, you know temporal conjunction is the text uh, it's contain the, like the word first, then next, after that, and the last. Yeah, the sentence is part of temporal conjunction. So the procedural text make the temporal conjunction because contain the word to show the how to make procedure of text. Uh, And the procedure and the purpose of procedure text is to tell the reader how to do or to make something draw a sequence of action verb. Yeah. And now I want to read an example of procedure text. This is I have the first I have some example about this topic. How to make a cup of coffee. Yeah. How to make a cup of coffee include the materials and ingredients like 2 spoon of sugar, the second 1 spoon of coffee powder, and the third how and the third hot water, and the fourth a cup, and the last a spoon. And how to make a cup of coffee, have the procedure. The first procedure, prepare 2 spoon of sugar, a cup hot water, 1 spoon of coffee powder, and the last a spoon. And the second step, put 1 spoon of coffee powder into a cup. So we put the 1 spoon of coffee powder, so we fill in the cup, and then pour some hot water into the cup, and after that add 2 spoons of sugar into a cup of coffee. And the last step, stir it well, and hot water is ready to drink. Like that, to the pictures how to make a cup of a coffee. And the generic structure of the procedure text, I want to show you generic structure because procedure text have 3 elements of generic structure. The first, goal, and the second, material, and the last, step. Yeah. Like that. Goal, the first element, goal, is showing the purpose, like for example, how to, yeah, showing the purpose, how, like how to, maybe how to make a cup of a coffee, and the last, and etc. And the second, material, you can see materials. Yeah, material is telling the needed, like you want to need a cup of a coffee, so you must plan the materials and ingredients like spoon, coffee powder, hot water, a cup, and the last a spoon. And the step, yeah, like step is describing the steps to achieve the purpose. The step contain the procedure how to make, example, how to make a cup of a coffee. Yeah, so you must include the process of how to make a cup of a coffee. And now please, I wanna ask now I wanna ask to you about this material. You get it about this topic? Still now, so far you have a question about this material? You have? If you have no, please you practice with your friends in shipmate to make your understand even more. So you practice your friend. You must read your book, your textbook about how to make a cup of a coffee, and after that, I wanna ask to you about something, and I start from now. Finish? Have you finished? You have finished practice with your friends. So now please look your book and approve example in your book. Please pay attention about the book. If you have look your book, uh, and the last in here, choose one topic and write the procedure text how to make something based on my explanation that you have choose, and then you give it to me next week. Okay, this that is your homework. So please you write my explanation the first until now, and and the last, I think until here, first our material will meet at another time. See you next time. Bye bye.